how to embrace life in a powerful way and live a meaningful existence. Now, we could also flip that and say how to embrace life in a meaningful way and live a powerful existence. But we want the embrace of life to be powerful. That way, the existence will be meaningful. We want to live a life with meaning. But in order to do that, we have to embrace life in a powerful way. And that's what we're going to do today, man. So I'm feeling good this morning, man. We'll leave this chat open for a minute, man. Nah, we won't. We won't. I don't know why I said that. We won't. Y'all give me a minute here. Maybe we will for a little while, man. We will for a little while. I'm feeling kind of generous this morning, man. Feeling kind of generous this morning. So maybe for the first quarter of the show, we'll leave it open. We'll leave it open. All right, man. So let's get into this thing, man. There are some things that we need to be concerned about in life. We need to be concerned about our propensity to not only attract, but attach ourselves to negative energy. Now, growing up, you don't know any better. You don't know any better growing up. But as you learn better, it becomes a choice to attach to negative energy. See, we draw negative energy because we don't know positive energy. You have to be raised and trained to embrace positive energy, to invite positive energy. And if you're not raised that way, you're going to automatically invite negative energy. Why? Because negative energy has an edge to it. Negative energy has an excitement to it. Positive energy has an enlightenment to it. And when you're young, you don't want to be enlightened. You rather do something that's so risky that you're frightened rather than being enlightened, unless you're raised in an environment where enlightenment is promoted, preached, and practiced. So once you have attached yourself to negative energy because you know better, you know it's negative energy, but you refuse to let it go. You refuse to move away from it. You embrace it. You attach yourself to it. You become a lover of negative energy. Your love, lust, and loyalty is to negative energy. So in all those facets is negative energy. The way you make money becomes negative. Your love life is attached to negativity because you attach your love life based on the fact that your lust is attached to negativity. You overlook a bunch of things when you're driven by those things. You ever notice that? Let's understand what the term loyalty means. Loyalty means dedication. So if you're loyal to negative energy, you're an adversary to positive energy. You think about this. Think about someone who uses proper enunciation, pronunciation, and diction, like I tend to do sometimes. There are certain areas where you're looked at, that's a negative thing. Your mastery of the English vernacular is a negative thing in certain spaces. Because in those environments, negative energy runs the show. When we talk about physical pleasure, worldly treasure, vengeance, when we're talking about taking advantage of people, when we're talking about seeing something that you know you could help somebody do, you could help somebody not be taken advantage of, but instead you will take advantage of them yourself. That is not living life. That is detrimental to your life. You got to embrace life, which means embrace living. When you kill people's dreams, when you kill people's hope, when you kill people's self-worth, when you kill people's self-value, you are an adversary of life and an advocate of death. God doesn't come to kill, steal, and destroy. Satan does. GC, appreciate you, brother. Welcome, man. Welcome. Good to see you in the joint as always, man. Been representing for a minute, man. Mod Squad representative. Salute to you, brother. Appreciate it. Blessed to Ray. Mod Squad, Sniper Gang. Salute to you, brother. Appreciate it. Rudy, appreciate you, brother. Been a minute, man. Good to see you in the joint. As a matter of fact, man, you want to be a member of this live chat, man, go ahead to the main channel page, man. There to the subscribe button, you'll see a join button. Go ahead and click that join button, go into the kiosk and go ahead and become a member, man. You know, people have memberships for a reason and they want the benefits of their membership. And so now we're incognito. So when you think about you being a leech, when you're destructive, you're a leech. When you're draining, you're a leech. If people feel worse when they leave from around you than they did when they came around you, you're a leech. You're an energy leech. You're an energy vampire. You're an incubus. You're a succubus. Either you are dedicated to the life and living or you are dedicated to death and the dead. It depends on what you're doing. Are you a motivator or an instigator? Are you a leader or a bleeder? Which one are you? That's why many people have so much self-doubt. People have so much self-doubt because they don't believe there's a possibility that they can attach themselves to positive energy because all they've ever been around is negative energy. You can take somebody, you say you can take somebody out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the person. You can't even take somebody out of the hood when they're loyal to it. When they're loyal to the negative energy that they've been around because they figured out a way to capitalize on the negative energy and take advantage of other people with the negative energy. You have to embrace life. So where there's negative energy, you have to flee. Where there's no positive energy, you have to flee. Let me tell you something. A place can be devoid of energy. Just because there's no negative energy, there's no positive energy, you got to get away. Not avoiding negative energy isn't enough. You have to avoid areas that don't have positive energy. If the energy is just, well, whatever. No, bro, I don't want that. That doesn't tend to life. That doesn't tend to living a meaningful existence. There's this push, chase money, chase money, chase money, chase money. You know how many people chase money and they don't live a meaningful existence? Every single day after work, they got to stop by happy hour. Every single day after work, they got to stop by the liquor store. Every single day after work, they got to use some other type of substance, but they're making plenty of money. Money does not make life meaningful. A dollar right now is worth 14 cents in, I think it's 77. Not that long ago, in 1977. What was worth $1 then is worth 14 cents now. The thing that is losing its value is not meaningful. That's not going to give you a meaningful life. The value of it can go up and down. Meaningful is finding something that you're passionate about, doing something that you love. If you happen to make money doing that, wonderful. But you do something that you love that gives you satisfaction in other ways besides just your bank account. Yeah, bro, 77. 77 was my brother's birth year too, man. R.I.P. Hollywood. Avoid people, places, and things that don't give you positive energy. See, we're smart enough, to avoid things that drain your energy, but you got to avoid things that don't give you energy. If people don't give you positive energy, you're still going to lose energy around those people in those environments. There's an energy exchange no matter who you interact with. if you're not getting any energy in return from those people, because, hey, man, listen, we're immune to negative energy. You can't give us no negative energy. We don't want that. We're not going to sit around and accept your negative energy in exchange for our positive energy. But if you're not giving me anything, you might as well be giving me negative energy. People don't think they have the right to have positivity around them because they've been engulfed in negativity so long, they can't imagine having a meaningful existence. Do you know how sad it is for your meaningful existence to be knowing you're going to eat today? The goal is to build a life where food is not your meaningful, where peace and quiet at night is not your meaningful. We're not having a duck and dodge, all types of wildlife is not your meaningful. Meaningful is way above all of that. I'll tell you something I just saw, man. Like I told you, I'm about to sell all my camera gear, man, except one, except for the one that I use for the show, man. It's the best camera I got by far. Overall, it's just the best camera. It does everything I needed to do. Y'all never see me go out of focus on this thing. I plug it up. It never runs hot when I'm sitting here in it. I mean, I don't even need the rest of the cameras. So I had some boxes out in the trunk. So I went out there to get them, to put everything back in this box, the lenses, the cameras. And there was 3 mockingbirds out there, and I saw them darting down behind the fence. Well, there was a black cat that had caught one of the hummingbirds. We're talking full-grown hummingbirds. A black cat had caught one of the hummingbirds, and the other hummingbirds were attacking the cat to keep it from running off with the bird it had already caught. Now the bird, it wasn't all the way gone, but it wasn't coming back. There wasn't gonna be no, hey man, I'm glad y'all saved me for that bird. And I sat there and watched. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That's why I had to push the show back a little bit. I was trying to get some footage of it, but by the time I got in with the box and got back out with the camera, man, I watched, but that was really nothing to catch. I couldn't see the bird anymore. The cat had kind of ran off with it. And I say that to say this to y'all, man. That was man, listen, boy, that was a beautiful scene to see. It's just nature. I just happened to walk. What's the chances that you get to see that? It's the same exchange that you would see in Africa if a lion or if a cheetah was chasing prey. When lions get buffaloes, like the rest of the herd will come, and sometimes the lions don't make it out, but the rest of the herd will come and try to protect the buffalo. Even when the buffalo's already down, they'll still come and try to chase the lions off. I just saw a small version of that. But if I had to worry about this and that and all these noise and people hanging out and doing all, I wouldn't have been able to see that. God made the world to be meaningful to us. God made the world to be beautiful to us. We're sidelined and sidetracked by all of these distractions, all of these things that keep you from embracing the natural aspect of who you are. All this technology makes you forget the natural version of who you are. If you are far away from the natural version of who you are, there is no meaningful life for you. There is no meaningful life for you. Meaningful life is such an internalized thing that if you're in the habit of chasing all of these external things, you can't have a meaningful life. You can't embrace life in a powerful manner when anything can make you shift and go a different direction and try something different and focus on something different and prioritize something different. You got to stop letting people decide your future. Well, if you ain't a millionaire, then who are you? Well, if you don't date date a bunch of people, then who are you? This group of people defines your value. That group of people defines your value. God defines my value. Always has, always will. When I sit down and don't do nothing on the Sabbath day, God defines my value. When I stay away from things I don't need to be putting into my body, God defines my value. When I stay away from people, places, and things that try to keep me convicted by my past, or try to keep me in a dark shadow, or try to, make me not embrace who I have become, God defines my value. Look how many of you out here living lives trying to impress your wives. Look how many of you are unhappy in careers that make it apparent you're trying to impress your parents. Look how many of you out here jumping through flaming hoop with gasoline draws on because you're trying to impress society. And whatever society says is the new thing you should do, you do it. All these guys wearing these real skinny pants because society says you should do it. It's the style. The style? It's in style? Come on, man. That's your value? So basically, if you lose those things, you have no value? You're attached to your spiritual man. There's two important things in life: your spirit man and your physical man. That's it. Your goal is to keep those two aligned, understanding the same things, pursuing the same things, avoiding the same things. All ultimately to the satisfaction of the Most High. Because here's the thing. People are impressed by so many things. So many things impress people. Cars, clothes, jewelry, and all the other stuff that don't mean nothing after you buy it. Artwork, stocks and bonds, things that appreciate with value. People are impressed by a bunch of things. You see how, listen what I just said. People are impressed by cars, clothes, jewelry, and all that stuff that means nothing after you buy, a complete waste of money. But they're also impressed by real estate, stocks and bonds, artwork, things that appreciate with value for the most part. So that's two separate things. And people are impressed by it all. But you know what God is impressed by? You living a life that's pleasing to God. That's the only thing that will ever, that's only one thing you got to do. Look at all those things you got to try to fit into to impress people. You got to try to figure out what people you want to impress. And then you got to build a life around impressing those people. All you got to do to impress God, the ultimate giver of blessings, the ultimate giver of protection, the ultimate giver of direction, is live a life that's pleasing to God. That's all you got to do. Nothing else. Stay focused on the right things. And one thing that we get caught up in, and this is also why we allow society to tell us what we ought to do to have value, is we let emotions lead us. See, there's a line when it comes to decision making, when it comes to the path you're going to take, when it comes to the things you're going to do, there's a line in the sand. And then there's a big, huge fence with barbed wire on it that's built by logic. As long as your spirit man guides you and your mental man understands your spirit man, you will always be at that line. You won't go past it. You can't. Logic is solid. Spiritual man is solid. You won't ever go past that. The moment you start functioning in an emotional state, everything goes soft and fluid, liquidy, mushy. Look at the terms we use for emotionality. Mushy, soft, sensitive. None of those things represent any firmness. None of those things represent any consistency. None of those things represent, they don't represent stone, they don't represent metal, they don't represent titanium, they don't represent anything. When you hear those terms, you think about marshmallows, you think about pudding or custard, you think about a smoothie. But when you become emotional, then that fence you just put up, all that gooey, gushy fluid can just flow right through the fence. So living in emotion takes you away from living a meaningful life because you get to move past the line that logic has set. The fence that logic has built, you get to move past it because you can just flow smoothly through the cracks and the gates. You can't have a meaningful life if that's how you live in, brothers. There's nothing meaningful about that. There's nothing to embrace there. It's something soft and gooey. You can't embrace it in a powerful way. Let me listen. I want you to go in and I want you to try to eat a smoothie with a spoon, with a fork. I want you to get a smoothie in a cup and I want you to eat it with a fork. You can't. It's not firm. It's not solid. It's not strong. It doesn't have any consistency to it. That's what happens when you let emotions squeeze you past that huge the wall of logic and go into things that don't make sense, go into things that are not conducive to success, go into things that are not conducive to having meaning, go into things that are not conducive to power, go into things that are not conducive to standing up strong, go into things that are not conducive to godliness, go into things that are not conducive to impressing God, go into things that are not conducive to loyalty to positive energy, go into things that are not conducive to positive outlook on yourself. You go into things that destroy your positive energy, and you do it intentionally. And I want you to ask yourself, what do you deserve if you are willing to destroy your access to positive energy intentionally? What do you deserve? When I live life, brothers, that's how I end up seeing the cat with the mockingbird. Brothers, I observe everything around me. God speaks to us in a natural way. Do I read books? Yes, but I don't listen to audiobooks. Every now and then I will. There are certain authors I listen to my audiobooks. I ain't gonna lie. I listen to my audiobook. Listen, man, got a new audiobook coming out this weekend, Saturday, on the Sabbath day. The audio version of Keep Your Gators on the Neck is coming out. Y'all be looking for it. It's gonna be good. So I want y'all to understand, brothers, that we have to keep in mind that we are natural beings. Our spiritual man is a natural being. Our physical man is a natural being. From the earth we were made, and from the earth we shall, into the earth we shall return. We are natural beings. And you have to understand that the way to live a meaningful life is to be in touch with the natural essence. Do you see some of the happiest people in the world? You know what they do? They live in areas where they walk around barefoot. If your feet never touch the soil, brother, you don't even know you don't even know how to be natural. You're not even attached to the earth. You're not attached to the source of energy. You better put your feet on some soil. You got to attach to the earth. Otherwise, you'll be in the quagmire of confusion that is technology. It'll take you up into it, man. You'll be like a wave of energy in it. You'll be caught up in it all the time. God doesn't deal with us through that medium. God deals with us through the natural state. Your natural state of being is your state of godliness. That's why when you take the vow to Nazareth, God tells you to separate from everything. You can't eat in off the vine, you can't eat in off the husk. Why? Because corn makes liquor and grapes and olives make wine. And olives make some liquor too. But there's a reason that you can't eat anything off the husk and the vine. It keeps you from detaching from your natural state. What does alcohol do to you? You drink enough of it, you become inebriated. What happens? You're detached from your natural state. A vitamin D deficiency. The, how can you got a vitamin D deficiency? All you got to do is go out in the sun, let the sun bake on you. Everywhere in the United States has a summertime. Go get you some sun. And it don't even have to be the summertime. Whenever the sun is out, go get you some sun, man. Go out in the sun. Go sit out on your balcony. Go sit out on your deck. If you're in an apartment, go sit by the pool, man. Go do something. Go to a park. Go to the lake. Do something. Meditate in the word of the Most High. If you're meditating in the word of the Most High, then you're always in touch with your natural state. Always. I promise you, brothers. If you meditate in the word of the Most High, you're always in touch with your natural being. You're always in touch with your spiritual man because only your spiritual man can absorb the information that you take from the word of the Most High. The word of God, man, is all for your spirit, man. That's why your spirit man must guide you. Your spirit man must be the most powerful force in your life. Like literally, your spirit man must be your master. Your master must be your spirit man. And I'm talking about at the threat of losing your life, you must fear your spirit man so much that you do exactly what he tells you to do. You got to do it, man. Rudy said something phenomenal. Nature calms and teaches and heals. Brother, nature, what's the first thing you do? If you have anything going on with you, you feeling any kind of way, what's your first inclination? To not eat. You get a cold, what's the thing you don't do? You don't eat. You got a stomach virus, what's the thing you don't do? You don't eat. So it will beg to reason that sometime you should just not eat. I'll tell you what, brothers, you could fast 4 days a month. Fast 4 days a month from sundown on Friday to sundown on Saturday. Don't eat. That one day of fasting is enough for you to heal from most minor things that you will put your body through during the week. Because you got to think about all of the chemicals that we deal with around here, all of the air pollution, all of the toxins in the foods, and all of these things. Man, listen, brothers, you must understand that this is how you take care of yourself. We must understand that nature heals, like the brother said, nature heals, teaches, and calms. There's nothing calmer than when I'm on the lake fishing, brother. Let me tell you something. There's nothing calmer than and boy, don't let me go out in my boat. If a man listen, if I'm out in my boat, bro, I will go out in my boat at 6 a.m. and I will be coming off the water at 6 p.m. Do you know how in tune with nature you got to be to do that? Do you know how many people can't do that? When people say, I'm bored, I say, you're not bored. You're trying to find something to do that's unnatural. There's only so many unnatural things you can do. Go outside, get some air, get some sun, go to the river, go to a lake, go to a pond, go to a farm, go anywhere. Get outside, man. Understand that everything you need is out there in nature. Everything you need is out there in nature. So I was at the spot, man. I was actually at one of my client houses, man. They got hummingbird feeders out there. So I'm standing at a window, like I'm literally this close. Like right outside the window, there's a feeder. Hummingbird comes to the feeder, comes right there, looks right in my face, turns around to the feeder. Now, if they see a human, they always go to the backside of the feeder where you can't see them. I mean, literally, 100% of the time up to that point, they've always gone to the backside of the feeder. He goes right there to the side of the feeder, right there, where he's drinking out of the feeder and looking up at me. Drinking out of the feeder, looking up at me. drinking out of the feeder, looking up at me. And then he just kind of turns and just looks at me while he's drinking out of the feeder. Why? Because when you're connected to nature, there's a different interaction between you and the world, a different interaction. You understand me? A totally different interaction, brothers. And not just with animals, with the herbs, with the water, with the wind, with the rain. Brothers, God will bless you if you let him. He will bless you with an insight. He will bless you with a spiritual might. He will bless you with things that the world could never give you. But first, you got to give up what the world has and what the world is offering you. You can't chase what the world has and think God gonna still give you what he got. You don't deserve it. You got to make a choice, man. You got to make a choice, brother. And the reality is, man, impressing people will never impress God. There is nothing you can do when your intent is to impress people that God is going to view positively and be impressed by it. But I've said this before, impressing God will always impress the right people. Certain people you're not going to have access to until you impress God. What do you impress God with? Loyalty, lust for the word. Your zeal for the word of God, your desire to live a life that's pleasing to God must border on lust for the word, for the energy, for the man. Listen, I'm addicted to it. I'm addicted to the energy of knowing that I'm under the protection of the Most High. I'm addicted to the energy of knowing that although my ancestors and people before me had all of these ailments from eating all of these things, I know I don't eat those things. I know I'm not on that path. It's a blessing to know that every single thing that I've done that God told me to do came with a phenomenal blessing on the back end of it. It's a blessing to know these things, brothers. Never let your wife lead your household. If your wife is leading your household, you're cursed. You're not a blessed man. You're a man that's cursed. You have not done anything that your spirit man told you to do. At no point have you done it. It's not in you to do it, and you are suffering the consequences of it. Because if your wife runs your household, your children are superior to you. Because if she runs the household, she's going to protect the children from your guidance, from your tutelage, from your punishment. Because she's in charge. And when she's in charge, God is not a part of your household. God is connected to you. If he can't connect to you, he won't connect to your household at all. This is the reality of it, man. Listen, I'm not making this up, and this isn't an attempt to downplay or degrade or anything. This is a fact of life. And you must know it, and you must show it. DJ Fresh, DJ Fresh, DJ Fresh. Salute to you, brother. My mindset is I can't let God down. He too good for me and to me. Man, that's it, brother. That's it. When the temptation comes your way, you just got to remember how much you owe God. Whatever that thing is right there, you mean tell me you can't resist that? You owe God all of this and you can't resist that thing. Listen, God don't even want you to pay him back. He wants you to continue to just do what you've been doing. You ain't even got to do nothing new. Just continue to do what you've been doing. When the temptation comes your way, resist it. When the opportunity comes your way to do something you know you don't have any business doing, turn away from it. When wicked men come your way and they try to invite you into their wickedness, flee the scene. When she who has no attachment to righteousness tries to come and create a bond with you, Don't let it attach, fully detach. Don't touch, don't look, don't do nothing. Leave it alone completely. All God wants you to do is continue to do what you've been doing, and He's going to give you more blessing than He's giving you. That's all you got to do. Just keep doing your thing. Keep doing it. You know, the main problem is that too many people waste too much time. Too many people just waste too much time. People act like they just know how much time. Man, I can waste the day. I got tomorrow. How you know? Man, I can play games. I can play games. And I'm gonna put it out, man. I'm gonna start doing it next month. What you mean? You got people right now, man. People right now know they need to change their life. Know they need to start getting in shape. No, man, listen, bro. It ain't even about being sick. It's about not being able to do the things you used to do. It's about not being able to function like you used to. It's not hard to do. Because I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna repeat this over and over. If you are putting foul things in your body, you are not connected to God. If you are attaching yourself to foul people physically, you are not connected to God. You're not. I'm not making this up. If you're putting abominations into your body, God is not coming around an abomination, bruh. And if you just do these things, then health will be your wealth. There is not an unlimited supply of time, brothers. Wasted time cannot be replaced. If you listen, man, whatever you do today, if you're supposed to get something done today and it doesn't get done today, then you're not going to be able to get today back. If there's a deadline, listen, man, deadlines are the number one thing. I like to place deadlines on myself, even when I don't have to. I don't have to place deadlines on myself, but I place deadlines on myself. Why? Because deadlines remind you that every single moment of time counts. Every single moment of time counts. I was talking to someone the other day, they 300 pounds. But they died and they were like 340. They lost 40 pounds already. And they going down, man. They doing their thing, man. They eating what they supposed to eat. They ain't deviating, man. And I said, well, I asked them, so when do you have a cheat meal? He said, I don't have cheat meals. Said my cheat meal's on me already. Say I owe myself. No, the thing is, I owe the universe all them cheat meals. I owe the universe for years of cheat meals already. They don't have cheat meals. But you know what a cheat meal is? You know what a cheat is? It means that what you're doing, even though it's good for you, even though it's healthy for you, you need a break from it. Now, if you're a bodybuilder, that's something different. You kind of got to have those things because you're in such a deficit and you got low body fat and all that. Yeah, that's a different ball game. But most people aren't bodybuilders. The majority of people aren't bodybuilders. The majority of people are, as a matter of fact, aren't in any type of good shape at all. But I use that example to say this, man. All you have is your own time, your own life. That was a movie called Time I watched, man. I don't know if y'all watched it, man. I think not JT. Who was it? Was it Leo? It was Leo or JT in it, man. It was is it Leo or Leonardo DiCaprio or Justin Timberlake? And I can't remember which one it was now. But there was a movie, man, where people time was the money, time was the value. Like people, money didn't matter. Time was people pay for everything with time. And so, poor people didn't have a lot of time. They were pretty much living check to check with their time. You never know when you're gonna make it. You gotta do something you gotta do to get more time. If not, when your time run out, you drop right there where you stand. That's really how time is, man. That's how valuable time is. No one's gonna give you their time. People say it all the time. Well, I wish you could be me, blah, but it can't. So the reason why no one's going to give you their time, because even the people who would can't. All the time you have is the time you have. Yeah, that's what it is. SJ3 in Time. It's a pretty good movie too, man. Even if they could, they don't. So that's why you got to value your time. You got to make people earn your time. You give somebody your time, you just gave somebody the most valuable commodity you have. for free. It's kind of like with consultations, man. Listen, this is this is how much consultation is. If you don't want to pay it, cool, that's on you. But man, that's blah, man. Well, man, well, how about well, I just booked one which last a couple weeks ago, man. I don't get a discount on this, and you ain't gonna never get a discount on it unless you buy a package. If you get a package of them, yeah, you get a discount, but you ain't gonna never get a discount on them. Discount for what? But this is my time. Why would I discount my time? Like, if this is what my time is, because let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. And I want y'all to understand this, man. When you got issues in your life and you talk to me about them, those issues become my issues. Everything you tell me, especially the worst thing you tell me, if it's bad and it's draining you, guess what? I invite that stuff to drain me. And my goal is to help you detach from it draining you. But in order for me to do that, I got to take it on. I got to listen to it. When you tell me something that's just terrible, man, I got to take that energy on, because now I'm connected to you. I'm talking to you on the phone, one-on-one, like what, or on a video call. Video calls even worse. I'm talking to you on a video call. We face to face talking. Now we know each other, bruh. We have just connected. We are people who know we will never not know each other again. If we never talk again, that hour that we spend right there on that video call, I know you. I will always know you. You will always know me. And so whatever you're telling me, even if we never talk again, I will always wonder how you're making out. You understand? Even after I check on you a couple of times and on down the line, 5 years, I'm going to be wondering if you went back, how you making out. That's a heavy load to put on somebody, brothers. And so, yes, if somebody's willing to do that for you, yes, man. If they have a fee, pay them their fee, man, because you need to talk to someone. And it's obvious the people around you, they're not the ones you want to talk to. They're not the ones you need to talk to. The bottom line is, man, God put you here for a reason. And he did not put you here to be some societal fool who's out here running around chasing all these things that people tell you to chase. You got to do this. And if you want to have this, and you got to do this, you got all these people chasing all this money, man, and they don't even know how long they going to live. They ain't even living a life that's conducive to life. They're not doing things. They're not embracing life in a powerful way and trying to live a meaningful existence, brother. Famo just said it. It takes energy to release that energy taken from someone else. It takes energy, bro. Listen, man, it takes some downtime. You got to have some downtime, brothers. Listen, I use fishing for that. Man, if I take on a couple of heavy loads one day, bro, I'm going fishing the next day. It don't matter what else happened. I ain't putting no content up. I ain't doing that. I'm going fishing the next morning. Y'all might see that sometimes. Sometimes, man, you don't see me on at all. On either channel. I don't put nothing up. Man, I go fishing and get some relaxation the next day. I need to go out, man, and just mellow out, bro. I need to go and put my feet on the soil. I need to go out and touch down. I need to go touch down in the grass, man. I need to go do some things, brothers. I need to do that. So remember this, man. You only have one life to live. You only have one life to live. Your goal is to stay out of harm's way. That means physically. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. If you don't do anything else, drink water. I'm going to be honest with you. All we should be drinking is water. I mean, you can have your coffee and your tea, but otherwise, all we should drink is water. You have your coffee in the morning, your tea in the evening, or your tea in the morning, tea in the evening, however you do it. But all we should ever drink is water because it's natural. There's nothing else that's natural that we can drink. Milk isn't natural, not for us. It comes from a cow. It's for baby cows to consume. Humans consume it, but it's not natural for us. Water is the only thing that's natural. You got to start putting natural things into your body. That's why we promote the plant-based diet. Why? Because plants are natural. Plants are natural. They grow without the help of man. Listen, if you have a peach tree, plum tree, apple tree in your yard, you ain't never got to do nothing to it. In the wintertime, It does nothing in the springtime. It sprouts full. The fruit comes back every single year. That's natural. Done without the impedance or the influence of man. That's natural. That's all God right there. So you got to stay out of harm's way. Stay out of those environments you don't have to be in, bro. Let me tell you something. Certain environments, man, I ain't going in. I'm plugged in, but I ain't got no reason to go in there to prove what? To prove that I'll go? To prove to who I'll go? I need to prove to God that I'll go to a dangerous environment. God don't care nothing about that. You do things like that when you're trying to impress people, not God. So stay out of harm's way. Value every moment. You don't value a moment if you're going to put yourself in harm's way intentionally. You are risking that moment. You're risking losing that moment. You're risking losing whatever time you have left. You're risking losing whatever benefits and blessings you got coming from continuing on a mission that God put you here for. Value every moment. Don't waste the moment. Don't let nobody else waste your moments. And put God first in all that you do, man. How do I put God first in all that I do? Every situation I face, I go to the word. Okay, what does the word say about this? Okay, what does the word say about that? Okay, what does the word say about this? Okay, what does the word say about this? Because the word says something. There's nothing you're going to face in this life that the word of the Most High doesn't cover. I promise you that. There's nothing that you can face in this life that the word of the Most High doesn't cover. Now, you may be in a situation where it may not be easy for you to do what the word of the Most High tell you to do, but when the word of God tell you to do it, it's there. You can't say it ain't there because it's hard for you to do. It's there. So listen, brothers, I appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. Listen, phenomenal show, man. Another phenomenal show, man. Listen, we will be back on the King Ray Ray channel again this evening at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all be ready for that. It's going to be a phenomenal show. It's going to, you know what? Let me give y'all a definite time here, man. I be looking at my analytics, man, and they be telling me when it's the best time to slide on this thing. I never go by it, but we're gonna start going by it now. Like I never go by it, literally. But we're gonna start now. As soon as I don't know what's going on right here. I can't even get this thing down. What's going on? We got something going on over here, man. I don't know what's going on. Give me a minute here. Bro, I can't even scroll down and see, man. This is crazy, man. Something going on with my joint, man. It won't let me scroll down and see, but I'll let y'all know, man. I'll let y'all know. We'll be in here, man. We'll be in the joint somewhere between 3 and 5, man. I'll post it up and then y'all will be able to see. So, all right, famo. All right, man. That's good, bro, man. Hey, stay safe out there on that road, man. Listen, man. Y'all put God first. Keep grinding and growing, my brothers. Peace.